Well, I'm absolutely broken. The last 15 miles of this ride into Winchester have gone on and on and on, and I've still got 4 miles to go. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I actually think I might get there. So I'm at Land's End camping and glamping with my glamorous assistant.
Thanks.
Dropped me off and just making my way down to the start for the Southern Divide. Bye.
Good luck.
Fortunately, I spent the night in the van with lots of people camping. Looked like a nice day. It was a bit windy when we got here, but it's good now. Nice little campsite, very handy for Land's End, and it's downhill to the start, which we were told in the briefing last night is the only downhill on the entire route. Let's see how we do. Oh, morning.
Morning.
How you feeling? Nervous? Don't know why. Just going to go ride my bike.
I know.
Spent the whole night trying to not talk myself out of it.
See you later.
You guys
Yeah.
look like you're ready along the line here?
Okay, groups of 5. Have you guys to start with. You ready? Oh, you're missing a ride, don't you? Go out that way. Yes. Right, ready? Good luck. Off you go. Bye. Okay. Next group of 5-ish. Well, there's 3 sat there already and 2 there. Let them get to the end and then you can go.
We're at the wrong end.
It looks like naturally.
This is where I'll start at the back, because that's where I'll end up. So
Okay, the next Carry on. Have fun.
Well done, we got to the start. Which way is it? Yeah. So I did that once. I had to go to Moorfields Eye Hospital in London, and we had a talk about a particular eye problem I had. And afterwards we had to go for a consultation, and we followed this bloke for like a quarter of an hour around this old Victorian hospital, and it turned out his eyesight was like the worst of anybody's, and we all got completely lost. It literally was the blind leading the blind. Yeah, the weather forecast isn't too bad, is it? We just left Land's End through Sennen, headed off to the coast. I'm hereby claiming the first ever race start in a BP jersey. Sadly I couldn't afford the BP gilet, so I'm looking for a sponsor. If anyone wants to order, I know the window's open. I would like XL in the post-Christmas cut, please. Morning everyone, hope you enjoyed yourselves. My route says left. Got the ISO?
Yes.
You like it?
Oh, I love it, yeah.
Yeah.
Many happy miles.
Have you? Yeah.
Is that a boat then?
Yeah. They do look good, those. Looks like it's going to be a nice day in West Cornwall. Just trotting along the top. Lots of mines in this area. Just don't leave the path like I'm gonna. Sun's up, looks like the weather may be okay. The forecast wasn't good beginning of the week. Fingers crossed. So we're just coming into St Just. If my memory serves me correctly, St Just is the birthplace of Denzel Pemberthy. If you don't know who he is, look him up. It's a typical Cornish mining town. It's got a lovely bakery, but unfortunately they don't open for another 2 hours. We've just left the north coast of Cornwall, heading inland down to the south coast of Cornwall, which isn't very far, I hope. And in between, I think we've got this lovely little stretch of bog. But a few issues with the camera. It detached itself on one of the off-road sections. I think it's okay. We'll soon know. Stop for a sandwich. Put it back on. Change the mount. Running repairs. Found the rattle on my bike because the bottle cage is coming off. Here we are going up through some of the old mines. Making quite good time so far. I'm happy with that. Got lost. Try again. It's got to be this way, isn't it?
Cambourne Hill coming down, going up Cambourne Hill coming down. The horses stood still, the wheels went around, going up Cambourne Hill coming down.
White stockings!
White stockings she wore. White stockings she wore. White stockings she wore, the same as before. Going up Cambourne Hill coming down. I knowed her old father, old man. I knowed her old father, old man. I knowed her old man. He blowed in the hand. Going up Cambourne Hill coming down. We on the coal for the steam. We on the coal for the steam. The steam hit the beam. The wheels went around. Going up Cambourne Hill coming down. Going up Cambourne Hill coming down. Going up Cambourne Hill coming down. The horses stood still. The wheels went around. Going up Cambourne Hill coming down.
Go on.
Is this the Bishop Trail?
I don't know. Have you passed a lot of people like me?
Well, yeah, we passed all sorts of people. There's all sorts of trails and very few signs. So we
No, I don't know. I'm just following my sat nav.
Yeah.
Right.
We're doing a race, bikepacking race from Land's End to Rochester Castle.
Oh, right. I've seen
Yeah.
all you guys with this stuff on. Right.
Yeah,
That explains it.
it does.
Right. Well, enjoy your ride.
There's about 70 of us, so I think I'm about halfway.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. So we're just coming down into Truro. Bit of a climb to get up to there. Nice to have some wind, cool down a minute. Just over 50 miles in now. I know I've done 50 miles, but it's going well. Truro Cathedral. Go right through the town centre, city centre, sorry. Truro, of course, being a city, because it has a cathedral, it's the capital of Cornwall. Thank you. So we're just coming over Clossmore now. One of the high points in Cornwall. Not the high point of Cornwall, it's the highest point in Cornwall. So about 70 miles in. Certainly been some climbing today, but I think there is for the whole group. Only 5 miles away from checkpoint 1. It's a fairly flat run-in. I hope it's a fairly flat run-in. Can do the half-hour break, get some food, recharge before the next phase. It's now 2 o'clock. So I've been cycling for 8 hours. 8 hours. Jesus, really. I haven't really stopped once to repair my bottle cage. Once to pick up my 360 camera, which is attached to itself. And once just to buy a bottle of Coke and a pasty and churro. Looking forward to half an hour break. Let my legs rest. Sunny, dry. It's not that hot. I said it's 17, 18. Quite pleasant. Only negative headwind all the way, which looks like it'll be all the way where we're going. Imagine in this country, ride 4 days west to east and get an easterly wind. But I'd rather have an easterly wind than a westerly and rain all day. And I was told it never rains on an easterly wind, so we'll see. So far I've made the right bike choice. Went for gravel bike over mountain bike. There's a couple little bits that were, but nothing very much. Generally, it's pretty fast gravel, tarmac, and I'm enjoying these aero bars into this headwind on these sections. Every watt saved is a watt earned, which I can use later on because I'm gonna need it. So we're past Bodmin and we just reached Cambourne Woods. Lots of mountain biking going on down here. Great mountain bike trails if you like that sort of thing. Me, I fall off on the road. Climb coming up, and it's black, and it's off-road. Woohoo! Up here, lovely stuff. Really, yeah. Nice little section up through Cambourne. Not sure this is a gravel bike ride. Nick Percival, where are you now? We need you. Show me wrong. Top of Cambourne Hill where the TV transmitter is. You can see that from every point in Devon and Cornwall just about. So I'm dropping down now towards the Tamar, cross into my home county of Devon. Hooray! Not that I don't like Cornwall, but it's not like God's country. unfortunately, Calgary, there's a bloody great thunderstorm up ahead, and I'm riding straight into it. Let's hope it doesn't come to anything. That wouldn't be a good end to the day. Got 96 miles up now. It's 10 to 6. So I'm 10 minutes short of a 12-hour day. I'm hoping to push on to 11 o'clock tonight. Get up over Princetown in Dartmoor. See how far I can go. I've got plenty of food, and I need some water in Tavistock. And from here I think it's pretty much downhill to the Tamar. Busy little place. Pen Silver. A couple more riders up a front. Three. It was day 2. Last video I made, it looked like it was going to rain, then it did rain. We had a thunderstorm, rained for about 30 minutes, and then carried on raining for about an hour, steady. The faster riders had got through the other side, but the mediocre ones like myself got wet. When I got to checkpoint 1 yesterday, I thought I would try and push on to Princetown, but when I got to Tavistock, the thought of camping up on the moor in the rain didn't seem very attractive. So I stayed the night in Tavistock, left there this morning 4:30, and I'm just making my way now along the old mineral line. There's apparently 6 miles of this, and I'll be at Princetown, where I'm going to stop and eat my emergency pasty for breakfast. So still on Dartmoor, just made it through the infamous Bog of Doom section. I did film some of it, but I won't be able to put it on YouTube due to the amount of swearing involved. No, actually it wasn't that bad, just a bit challenging. Difficult to know whether to keep getting on and off or whether just to walk. It's amazing that unpaved roads on Dartmoor can either have full tarmac, like this one, or be rushes and knee-deep mud. Still, they do it their own way up here. Anyway, we're onto the paved roads now, past the pub, which sadly isn't open, and on our way to Widdicombe in the Moor. Lovely downhill here, which always sadly means a lovely uphill the other side. Cheers. Yep, here we go. Climb, and it's red. Cheers. So 2 more climbs on Dartmoor. Just about to drop down into Widdicombe in the Moor. As I'm from Devon, I can tell you a bit about Widdicombe in the Moor. Every year they have a traditional fair, showing of sheep, cattle, horses, and of course there is a beer tent. Now there's a famous old folk tale about 7 people that went, borrowed a horse, and they all rode on the same horse. I think round here they'd say they went for a piss up. And there's a song involved in it as well, and I'm afraid you're going to have to listen to it. As we drop down, I shall sing it for you, you lucky people. It goes like this. Tom Pierce, lend me your grey mare, all along, out along, down along Lee, for I be going to Widdicombe Fair, with Bill Brewer, Jan Stewart, Peter Gurney, Peter Davy, Dow Whidden, Harry Hawke, old Uncle Tom Cobley and all, old Uncle Tom Cobley and all. There you go, into Widdicombe. I think I might get some breakfast. Don't think the beer tent will be open. So I'm pushing up the climb from Widdicombe to Haytor. I nearly made it, but I ran out of gas. I could have flogged myself and got to the top. There's still a small matter of 300 and something miles to go. So you have to learn, I think, is to save a little bit. For anyone out there thinking of doing an ultra race, don't be put off. You couldn't be more mediocre than a cyclist as me. And I go out and give it a go. When you see the videos, you don't often see people pushing, do you? But it's a fact. I've seen lots of people pushing in the last couple of days. So give it a go. If you don't try, you'll never know. And it's not a race. It's about getting yourself to the finish. And hopefully this time I'll make it. after the top of here, I hope, swing left, down over Haytort to Bubby Tracy. So I think the top of here, as I can see in 20 metres, is the end of Dartmoor for me. Please. Morning. Thank you. So I'm going hard to try and catch the ferry. It only leaves every hour. I don't quite know where it goes from. Hopefully it's on the route. I've got about 10 minutes to get there. Dawlish, I think, I hope. I've gone the wrong way. Shit. Didn't need to do that. Which way's the ferry?
Follow that road.
How far?
Keep following it. About a mile.
Cheers, mate. One mile. We've got 16 minutes actually. Get on the TT bars. Give it a go. I've made it. Or it's not going, one or the other. Hope I've made it. Even though it's not coming. We're down on the South Devon coast. Quite hurty on the legs. It's basically the high cliffs, down to the sea, back up again. Just come through the seaside town of Bryher. It's a bit like the Belgian hill in Durand, where they named after a beer, Cambourne. Down here they didn't bugger around. They just called the whole town Bryher. I like it. I think it's about time for an ice cream in a minute. Just coming up on 12 hours pedalling. My legs are getting a little bit weary. Seaton, going along the seafront. Just hit a really bad patch. Legs wouldn't go around. Absolutely drained. I thought I'd push on, ride through it, and I thought no. Stop. Use the loo. Wash my face. Woo! He's flying. No, he's uninjured. Fish cake, fries, salad, chocolate banana cake, coffee, orange juice, and it was amazing. But I struggled with every single mouthful of it all. But I've got it all down. It hasn't come back. Here's hoping it stays there and it kicks into my legs. Rested for a good 40 minutes. I have cycled for 12 hours. So, hopefully I can push on now for a few hours and see how far I can get. There were seven horrible climbs on this coast, and I've done 4. 3 to go. They're all walkers. Me, pushed up all of them. Three more to push up, then it levels out a bit, and then maybe not today, but hopefully tomorrow. Castle where it's flat for 50 miles, I'm told. So that's Line Bay done, down and up that one. By my reckoning there's only one more Jurassic Jaws climb. Let's hope that Garmin is right. They do like to lie to you, don't they? Back up on the top for a moment, then we drop down into Charmouth, I think, and I hope that's the last one. We'll see. Certainly the last climbs on this section don't look as bad on the profile as the ones I've done already, which is good. Fish gates are kicked in a bit. Oh, downhill. Get off the TT bars. So it's nearly 9 o'clock in the evening, second day. Finally made it to West Bay. That last section, 20 miles, 15 miles. I was pleased when I finished the Jurassic climbs. Yeah, right. And then off-road. It was good. But I got there. Time for a break. So it's morning on day 3. Didn't get far past West Bay last night. I met a guy called Andrew who was fixing a puncture beside the road who was riding with us. So I stopped and gave him a hand, and he had a campsite booked which was only 3 miles away. I decided to pitch in there. He had there was plenty of room. Campsite was a bit of a loose interpretation of the word. It's a bit more like a music festival. Full on. So I was sort of vaguely aware that there was a loud beat going on all night from the sound system, but I slept through it. I think I'd have slept through anything. And then I stood up out my bivvy this morning to get dressed. It was still dark, and I was surrounded by police. We were looking for a man, somebody who was screaming a lot, and a dog that was biting people. Not exactly what you expect. I think I might go back to wild camping. It definitely wasn't a peaceful, pleasant experience. But there we are. They're all asleep now. The music stopped us as I got up about 4:30. So, pushing on today. My aim, I think, is to get to Winchester today. It's 100 miles from here. I'm told once you get to Corfe, then it's a bit leveler. Let's hope so. But what a day yesterday. Dartmoor and the Jurassic Coast. Wow. Up, up, up. As you can see, it's a lovely day so far. Forecast is for rain later, but not yet. So let's hope get down the rest of the coast paths and onto the gravel before we get too much rain. And in a minute, find some breakfast. Okay. So we're going along the top of this ridgeway, not the ridgeway, a ridgeway. Right on the coast of Dorset, the Jurassic Coast. We can see the sea. out towards Weymouth Harbour. And looking back west. Lime Bay. Beautiful part of the world. What isn't so beautiful? Dark clouds on the horizon. It's raining over there. That's where I'm going. No need to get up. Morning. Hello. Thank you. Hi.
Get him off.
Coming down there if I could. Thank you. Finally, South Coast, Jurassic Park coast, the jaws of the Jurassics. Hell, I'd rather fight a T-Rex than ride up that lot again. But here we are, Corfe Castle, checkpoint 3. Let's hope there's a shop open. Oh, bastards. So we're finished the Jurassic Coast, we're headed inland. Marcia, the organiser, promised us that the next 50 miles is flat, gravel tracks and paths, roads, back roads, and so far it's not disappointed. Which means one thing, TT bars. Huge amount of energy saved. One of the things I probably can do, if I could do anything at all in cycling, is ride a TT bike. So now, for these flat bits, I'm in my element. I've also invoked music doping. Another gate. I've opened a few gates this weekend. Every life, live your life. Live your darkest life. Don't know the words to this one, but I do know the chorus. Don't you know? Beautiful, beautiful. Good time. beautiful people. Oh, oh, people, beautiful people, beautiful people, beautiful people. Anyone, a lone fool out in the sun, your heart beats solid gold. I love you, you never know. No. Waiting for the fire to light. Whoa, that's a nice one. No mountain bikes. There. Oh, those grass. Thank you. I mean, look at this bit. There's off-road and there's off-road. This is private road, isn't it? Miles of this. This morning it took me half an hour to pick my way through 1.8 miles of cowpats. I'm living. Thanks. It's not what it seems. Cyclist behind you. Thank you. So I'm now in the New Forest. About 25 miles from Winchester, I hope. Fantastic day. Too nice now. Warmed right up, clouds gone. Hot. Hard work. But 24. There's a wind, but of course it's a headwind. I think we've had a headwind the whole way round. When we switched directions, so did it. But there we are. That's what cycling's like, isn't it? As you can tell from my voice, I'm flagging a bit now. Been on the bike again for 12 hours. Third day running, more than 12 hours. Could do with the rest. When I see someone to stop and get some food, I'll combine the two things. relatively small rise. Seems like a categorised climb at the moment. The gravel's good and smooth though. Bit loose, but amazing place to ride a bike. So I'm still trotting my way through the New Forest. That's not a pony reference. I reckon it's about 15 miles to Winchester from here. I get there, I think that'll be me for the night. If I get out the other side, find somewhere to camp. It's 6:20 now. It's going to take me, you'd like to think an hour, wouldn't you? But I'm pretty beaten. Got more than 300 miles on the route now in 3 days. That doesn't seem like a lot for a bike ride, I know. But the off-road and the climbing just adds up and adds up and adds up. For someone like me, who's an occasional cyclist. But it's fairly flat to Winchester, thank God. We just keep going, turning it over, get a good meal, and then find somewhere to sleep. Still got a headwind, but at least it's not raining. A beautiful evening in the New Forest. But I'm going to. But then I've come around the corner and there's mud and mud. Got through that, and then I get rewarded with this. And it was all worthwhile. So end of day 3, just rolling down into Winchester, last few miles. Managed to get a Travelodge room for the night. I'm going to stop earlier than I thought, than I originally planned. I'm just broken. Get a good night's sleep, get some food on board, recharge, go for it tomorrow. Just over 100 miles tomorrow to finish the route in 4 days, and I hope I can do that okay. It's got this last little off-road section, I think, and then roll into the town. Get a really good night's sleep. Okay, let's give it a go. Day 4, Southern Divide. Just pulling out of Winchester. Stayed in the Travelodge last night. Charged up everything except me. I could have done my plug it in. Winchester's much quieter this morning than it was when I left last night. Got to find my way back on the route, and I think it's a turn right here. We've got 200 kilometres to go today, 120 miles. Whew. One at a time. Hopefully I'll get to the finish today. If not, there's a 5-day time limit on this. So I could break it into 2, and I'd like to get there today. Back brake seems to be rubbing a bit. I might stop and have a look at that. Might just be mud. Might shift in a minute. I've got this sense that now, whereas before I was just riding, now I feel, oh my god, I might actually get there. And I'm thinking, oh wow, pressure. I hope nothing goes wrong with the bike or some other event, which means through basically no fault of my own, or you know, real problems, that I don't get there. Right, well, it's going to be a nice day. Sunscreen's on. If I could give you one piece of advice about ultracycling, wear sunscreen. So at home I do my group riding with a wonderful group of people called the Bideford Peloton. It's the world's most famous cycling club that's not a club. And we ride on Sundays, nice and relaxed. And Tuesday nights, not quite so relaxed. If anyone's ever in Bideford and wants to have a go, we're on Facebook. Look us up, Bideford Peloton. Anyway, I've only been with them for 4 years. And recently they've reissued their club jersey, and I've got one of the new ones. So on Thursday morning, had to think when, I sent them a video claiming the first ever start in a race, although it's not a race, don't tell them that, in the new BP jersey, which I'm still wearing. And I've now been wearing it for 4 days. So I think I'm now going to submit this video to them and claim the most smelliest ever BP jersey. There we go. Great kit, great club, although it's not a club. So as you will know, on your Garmin's and your Wahoo's, you've got the Climb Pro feature, which tells you your hills as they come up, your climbs. What the gradient is, each bit, how long it is, what percent, etc, etc, etc. Now that's okay, but for most people they just want to get on with it. They don't know, do they? They don't want to know. Just you know, if you know that you're already dying and you've still got a mile of 8% left, it's not really helpful, is it? So I know a lot of people turn it off. Now I've had a better idea, particularly for long distance riding. How about it tells you when you're most efficient to freewheel? Don't pedal, stop pedaling, freewheel and tuck in, and you're more efficient like that. And we could call it the Freewheel Pro. How about that? Garmin, Wahoo, get your people to talk to my people. We can do a deal. We're just arriving at Petersfield, with checkpoint 4. I can start the last section. It's 9 o'clock. The locals are pleased to see me. They're ringing the bells. Just got a few bike adjustments to make. A bit of an off in a muddy section. The handlebars seem to have drooped forward a bit. And the Di2 is nearly flat, which is a bit strange because it wasn't. So hopefully I'll just charge it, it'll be fine. And I hope this cafe's open. That'll do. Morning. Just leaving Petersfield. Go to the next route. We're on the way. Weather's not quite what it said it was. Do hope it doesn't rain. Smooth, easy gliding chalk is great. Smooth, wet chalk is not great. Got my Di2 charger to work. Run up off my dynamo. Fix my handlebars. Fix my seat post. Don't know how I rotated my seat post. 91 miles to go, that's all. Got coffee shop legs and I'm freezing cold. I'd worked out that my handlebars must have been dropping down. Getting an ache in my arms and we're getting further away. When those things happen slowly, it's difficult to see. There. So I fixed them. Quarter 10. It's going to take me 10 hours at least, I think. That's optimistic. But I'm going to go nice and slowly. Well, I don't mind going fast. I'm not going to put big efforts in. Let's go. Just on the trail between Liss and the next place, wherever that is. Past Karen now. Looks like a nice trail, but they definitely were paid per metre. There's not a lot of finishing going on it. I think they dropped the stones from a helicopter. Okay, so it's not the Arenberg trench, it's the Liss trench. that's all relevant. 190 miles to go. Music doping on. Foo Fighters. Morning. Just filming this bit for you roadies that say, oh, it's only 100 miles. Yeah, try this shit. There's miles and miles and miles. Well, a third of the route is off-road. It's not all like this. There's a lot that is. There's a lot that's worse. It just takes so much more time and effort. Fortunately, it's like the end of the tunnel. DI2 beep of doom again. We made it. We going the right way? No, we're not going the right way. That takes a lot of time as well. So I've just reached Godalming, came past Hindhead and then down through the sand pits. All I can say is that off-road section, horrific, absolutely smashing me. First of all, the descent down, rough, rocky, terrible. And then the sand. Oh my god, the sand. And then muddy bits, more muddy bits. And then muddy bits with a path that would only take a 6-inch drain pipe, stingers and brambles either side. And it's definitely on the route, definitely. I couldn't believe it. I think those bits are put in to make you give up. Nearly did. I just came to Godalming Crematorium. I was going to go see if they had an appointment for it today. Because I feel like chucking in the towel. I'm absolutely broken. And then you've got to do that on top of that. Anyway, just for a moment, back on the tarmac. I don't know how many miles I've got left to go. I don't look. I don't know how much off-road is left. I don't want to look at that either. I didn't get a chance to film any of the off-road bits Firstly, because I've broken another GoPro mount, and secondly, because nobody likes seeing grown men cry, do they? Anyway, my compass on my Garmin suggests I might be pointing slightly more east, which means that I might be headed towards Kent. But all I know from looking at the profile is all the big climbs are in the second half, which is quite upsetting. Okay, see you in a minute. So I've just looked at the route. I've still got another 51 miles. Progress is so slow. So much off-road. Like this piece is rideable normally. But I've done more than 600 kilometers now. It's beginning to take its effect on my legs. So I probably could still spank it up here. Then I'll be done for the day. I don't know if I'm going to make it today. Just pushing up this piece and eating some flapjack. Of course it's Sunday, so I'm going to have to look in a minute for some more resupply. I'm running out of food. You can hear from my footsteps how steep this bit is. It's steep. Well, I'm still going. It's 8 o'clock, 4th day, pushing up another climb. I know they never look anything on video. This is dark red, 15% at least, I'd say. Can't ride it. Spent I am. So there's 35 miles to go, just about. I actually think I might get there. I think the last 6 or 7 miles is road. There's quite a bit of road in between. The piece in between the M25 and before the M25 was really good flowing gravel over a golf course. Other bits just make so much difference to this field of wheat and the piece behind it, the wood. It's a mile, so walking a mile, whereas what's that going to take? 20 minutes. Fast flowing piece of gravel a mile, 5 minutes. It's so difficult to work out how long it's going to take if you don't know the route. I've just been passed by Craig, who I rode with 2 days ago. Cracking chap, he's on a mountain bike and he can ride it as well. He's going to get there tonight. I think there's a good chance. It just depends what's in the between and if I run out of energy in between. Be dark soon, so probably won't be able to film anymore, but I'll definitely catch it when I roll over the line, whether it's tonight or tomorrow. So we're rolling into Rochester at the end of the race. Done the last 30k.
You said race?
Event.
Let this car go past.
Okay.
I'll move it this way.
You're welcome. So we're in the last 30k with Craig. giving us a few tips on downhill in the mountain bike. I think it's helped the time fly a bit, Craig, hasn't it? Or
It's got me
the miles and kilometres. It's fair to say it's dragged on. There was a couple of, I won't ruin it for you because I know after everyone's watched my diary of the event, you're all going to want to come and ride, but there's a little bit of a sting in the tail. I think that's fair to say that, isn't it? It's not plain sailing off the North Downs that everyone hoped it would be. It was a great event, and it actually looks like we're going to make it. Just over there on our left, the other side of the River Medway, the other side of the harbour. Suddenly my legs feel very fresh.
Yeah, yeah. Where do we go?
Up here. It's not manned.
Well, Christian,
Great. Thank you.
I'll punch you off the bike.
Yeah.
Where's she hiding?
She's not here apparently.
Oh, really?
No.
So where do we go?
Cathedral, where's that? Here?
Yeah.
We're here. But I think you have to She is here. Hello. We made it.
Probably helped keep you awake riding together.
It did, didn't
Didn't
it? Yeah.
That last little bit.
Well, mate, brilliant. Thank
I know
you.
you were sort of really close to each other. You were
Yeah.
getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
And I thought,
Yeah.
and then eventually I was like, yeah, actually going through Vigo and all that with
Yeah.
somebody just
Yeah,
helps
yeah.
keep you awake, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it did. Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, I was nearly a DNF. I had a puncture yesterday that I just couldn't fix, and I was looking for trains this morning,
All right.
and then I thought no, so I got it sorted out ish. I had to keep pumping it up, and then I got a puncture 30 k's out,
All right.
and I had the same issue, but it's held. It was touch and go. I was going to be quite grumpy, but thank you.
But now you're not grumpy.
I'm not grumpy.
You're finished.
So champagne, medals,
I've got
dancing
a bit-
girls.
I've got beer.
We'll have one of them.
I've got wild wheat beer. There's a tuna sandwich, a ham sandwich, and salt and vinegar crisps and some water in my car. Christian, I got for you as well.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Car's over the hill there.
Hey,
Well done.
Simon,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Oh, look at that.
Fantastic.
Thank you, thank
All right, you
you.
need a pose with that.
Do you know what? I haven't had any alcohol this year.
Really?
Well, check to make sure I haven't given you the alcohol-free one then.
No, that looks good.
There is an alcohol-free one in here. I did try and put it at the bottom.
No,
The last person I said, do you have alcohol-free? I said no. I said I do, but it's in the hotel.
All right, I need to see those beers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Sorry, can you do that again? Brilliant. Thank you.
So still on Dartmoor. I just finished the infamous Bog of Doom section. I did record some of it, but sadly I don't think I'll be able to put it on YouTube due to the amount of swearing involved. What I'm currently riding on now is an unpaved road. Fly in my eye. Put your glasses on, you knob. Bastard. We'll cut that bit.